I make the worst podcast ever? I mean, the worst. I mean, like terrible. You listen to it and you cringe. You turn it off. Turn it off. Here's how. You ready? Okay. So this is a special shout out to my friend who will not be named because you'll see why in a minute here. All right. You ready? Here we go. I'm Bradley Schravner. This is Thursday Thunder. It's Thursday. There was probably lightning early in the week. This is when it lands. This is when the rumble comes. This is when the good stuff resonates with your heart. And now we're talking how to create the worst podcast ever. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. Take recording device, hit record, and say, "Welcome to the podcast, episode 1." And then go for 5 to 50 minutes and see what happens. Then hit stop and then upload to Anchor FM. And here's one little trick here. Don't tell anybody about this. And you're going to need to do a little setup first. But okay, then you ready? Ready? So I'm not done. Not done. Do this again 6 times or so. So did you catch that? You got your phone, you got your record, and then you do the thing. 5 minutes to 50 minutes, right? Preferably a little shorter, because I've got a little secret sauce at the end. So keep it short. But if you try to get a flow from your episodes 1 through 7, you're gonna make 7 episodes total, okay? And maybe some flow. Maybe you've got a beginning, middle, end, something like that, or and think about this entire podcast series is only going to be 7 episodes. And so you start at the beginning and build up and maybe, there's the peak and you come down and you finish it off with episode 7. But don't overthink it. In fact, you're not going to overthink it so intensely that you're just going to hit record and go. That's the way to do it. Okay. So now, after you've got the 7 and you've uploaded them to Anchor FM and you set that all up and it's up there and you haven't told anybody. Now, remember, we're going for the worst podcast ever. But what usually happens when you're like intentionally trying to do something terrible, it's almost hard. I mean, I could sit here and say, okay, this is the worst podcast ever. It's really dumb. And I'm just going to talk in this nasal voice for 17 minutes. And it's going to be bad. I'm going to talk about, let's see, what can I talk about? Oh, the sun is rising. It must be 9:30. Should I keep talking? Should I keep going? You're going to kill yourself before you get to 17 minutes, much less 50. And so what's going to happen there is through your intentional, terrible recording, it's going to accidentally get a little better. Right? So you're going to go for terrible. Let's go for boring. Let's go for stupid. Let's go for just inane, terrible stuff. And what's going to happen is it's going to get better. And naturally, once you get so sick of yourself being stupid and boring, frogs ribbiting behind me, then something else is going to come out. And it's probably kind of average. And then at some point, as you're blabbing away into your poor phone, it's going to get better. And then what's going to happen is you're going to clear out this fear because you're doing. Just like now, I'm probably in minute 3 of this video here. And I'm getting a little warmed up, right? I'm feeling pretty good. We got Pepper's here. He's finding his frogs. The sun is coming up. I've done the stupid voice stuff. I've done the watch me say really boring things for 12 seconds. And I'm getting to the heart of the matter. And this is happening because, like, when your car is warming up in the beginning, like maybe there's an old-fashioned car, it's like, and then you're rolling, then you're warming up. So I'm getting warmed up here. So in your episodes, you're getting warmed up. And it's fun to warm up with terrible content, trying intentionally to be stupid or boring or whatever. Try it for a while. I bet you can't do it for too many minutes in a row. You're going to bore yourself to tears. You're going to be so stupid. You're going to say, I can't even listen to this guy. Oh, wait, it's me. That's not going to work. So what's going to happen, do the 7 episodes, you uploaded them to somewhere or other, and then this is the secret part, okay? Don't, yeah, this is kind of the hidden gem of how this is going to work. And this might be a little painful to understand, but you're going to then delete the entire podcast. All 7 episodes, just ching, gonzo, as if they never existed. Now, this does a couple things. One thing it does is your initial fears. Your initial fear is that, oh, this episode is going to live for eternity and it's going to be stupid and boring and terrible. Well, no, you just deleted it. It's gone. You don't have that fear. So, one fear, whoosh. Second fear is that, oh, well, my flow isn't right. I haven't warmed up yet. You deleted the whole thing. So all of that fear of not warming up, of not finding your flow, gone. And any other mistakes you can think of, you probably made during those 7 episodes. And if you think 7 is too long, by the way, just make a really short episode. Just make an episode of 5 minutes, even three. 5 minutes is good. Five's good to kind of get rolling. So like 5 to 10, that's a good way to get started. Marsha, and give that a go and do 7 of them and get it out there. And if you're really scared or technically challenged and you don't want to upload it all to Anchor FM and fill out an account and put in your email and all that stuff, fine. But hit record, do 7 episodes. If you're really daring, you can send them to me and I will maybe listen to one of them and probably cringe a lot. But hey, that's scary. Sending them to me, that's scary. You're scared I'm like going to publish it in this podcast or something. I won't do it. But it's going to be hard. It's going to suck. It's going to not be fun. You're going to cringe. You might even cry. But when you get that out of your system, it's gone. And that fear has been removed. And now you're ready to go. Now you're ready to get started. Now you're ready to begin. But you needed to get that out of the way because you've been stuck, you've been challenged, you've been analysis paralysis, you got perfection, annihilation. I'm making up words now. You've got something blocking you to get this thing going. So get the junk out, clean out that carburetor, crank it up, and do something really stupid for 7 episodes. Create them, make them. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm not saying like I will think of episode 3 would be like this. No, I want you to hit record. There is some voice recording device on your phone of some kind. And here I am. I'm here. Some guy just walked by with his 2 dogs. I'm so far over being embarrassed. It's just, if you're embarrassed, do it in the privacy of your own home. Go find the woods where nobody's going to approach you. But do it, get it out of your system, and then whoosh, then comes the good stuff. I can almost guarantee it. I can guarantee you that that second version is going to be better than the first. And that's progress. And progress leads to more progress. Creating leads to more creating. This is how to begin. If you're stuck with beginning, if you think I'm just going to get going on the awesome, most fantastic podcast of all time, great, go for it. Do it. But this way, it's your warm up. It's your real warm up to really get it going. There we go. Can you hear them? Can you hear the frogs? As if on cue. Because we're wrapping up here for Thursday Thunder. But this is it. This is how to build the worst podcast of all time. Or frankly, this system works for anything you're creating. If it's a book, if it's a song, if it's a project, if it's a new company idea, go try to make the worst version of it at all times and laugh. Have a good time about it. Say, this is episode 3 and it's going to be so bad. You're going to be just tearing your hair out and like slashing your wrist and trying to break your phone by episode 4. No, don't give it to me. It's going to be good. It's going to be so bad, it's good. All right? There you go. It's Thursday. You just learned how to make the worst podcast ever. It's going to lead to your best ever. But you've got to get through the worst. You've got to get it out of your system first. You got to make some progress to then build on that progress. I'd give you a guarantee, but I have nothing to guarantee you with. It's going to be good. I'm Bradley Charbonneau. This has been Thursday Thunder because it's Thursday. It happens every week. That I can guarantee. I'll see you next week. I had to go find the frogs, see how Pepper's doing. He is infatuated with the moving animals in the lake. There's your podcast title. The Moving Animals in the Lake. It's going to be the worst podcast of all time.